What's good, buddies? Ace back on another 12 Hub TV video, and today we're looking at one of my favorite lines of shoes, the ISPA, the Nike ISPA improvised scavenge, protect, and adapt. One of my favorite design houses at Nike. They do a lot of good stuff, and I'm glad they're still around. You know, it was a little shaky in 2021 because of a lot of the releases didn't hit, or the only release didn't hit, but we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, this one's the ISPA Link. It's an innovation in not only design, but I also think in comfort. And we'll talk about it. Let's go. So yeah, the ISPA line has been around since, I believe, 2019. They did a whole bunch of different shoes in 2019. Obviously, they all sold out to an extent and kind of a little bit sought after in the aftermarket. I mean, there's some that are cheaper than others. And then 2020 rolled around. Obviously, the pandemic happened, but they had a whole bunch of good stuff in that during the pandemic, including the ISPA Road Warrior right here, which was my shoe of the year for 2020. This bad boy. You know, so yeah, this shoe did change my whole perspective on what I wear. You know, like, I'm an older dude, so I look at I got into sneakers because of basketball, and I tried to just like re-up on all of my old school stuff that I used to have, whether it was Barclays and then slowly into J's and Jordans and all that stuff. So, but I evolved since then because I started looking at the crazier colorways, the crazier shoes, and I like those even more. I'm big on Yeezys. I'm big on all the innovative tech and styling that these shoe companies are coming out with, and ISPA is probably at the top of that list. As you can see, this is the box. I have two of them here, both colorways. I'm gonna start off with this one though. I believe these came out June 22nd of 2022. This is the one colorway. This is the Desert Moss colorway. This box here, and then we have over here the medium olive colorway. So I have both out on the table here. The big thing, I like both colorways. This one, the Desert Moss, more so than this one. Now they did Desert Moss on. I like the color blocking on this more so than they did on which one was that? Union. Were those called Desert Moss? I don't remember. The Union 4s. I like that colorway, but not. They use way too much of that mustard stuff here. I like the way they use it on this shoe. Anywho, going back into both. Let's hold them both up. So obviously, aesthetically, the colors are just different. Cool thing about both of these is that, you know, ISPA, they always pay attention to renewables. Part of their slogan, you know what I'm saying? So when you think about what this is made out of, it's made out of bits and scraps off the, I call them space scraps off the Nike chopping block at the factory. So they pull all these little knits together, whether it be the stretchy part here to the fly knits over here, the soft bits, the suede even on the back here. This is off of some other shoe, just cut off, and they reshaped it into something else and everything. One cool thing about these shoes that I really dig, and I'm refilming, this is my second go around with this, but this right here, the shoelaces are an innovation in themselves. As you can see, these shoelaces have like these, like, I don't know what that is, but they're just these weird, like, the design into it. Now, when I did a single knot on these when I tried them on, and I'm pulling pretty hard. That ain't coming loose. Look at this. All shoelaces. These ain't coming loose with a single knot. Now, you know, flat shoelaces tend to come loose with a single knot, so sometimes you have to double knot them. This is very helpful for me, since like most shoes that I have, I put them on my feet, and then the shoelaces aren't long enough because I have a wider foot, so sometimes I have very little shoelace to do a double knot, and it looks crazy. So I'm always constantly tying my shoes. I have to do a single knot, or I have to go one hole down or whatever, and then the tongue looks all flopped out. It's always trouble. But these right here, single knot friendly shoes, definitely wide foot friendly for the most part. And I advise you to put an insole in these, mainly because Pull out the, and I'm just going to show you this because these shoes are meant to be taken apart. So you can see right here, I'm not going to do it actually. You could take the upper off like this, and this whole part comes, because this is all the same materials all the way around, and it molds to the upper booty part molds to the sole, and the sole is one piece. Okay, the problem with these though that I found, because I did the on foot already, like I said, I'm refilming this video because I screwed up the audio on the last one. Problem with these, and I'm going to show you on this shoe particularly, maybe I'll take it apart a little bit here if I can. You'll see this, I'll show you right here. Yeah, see that part right there? See where the arch is? This, if you have a wider foot, you're riding on this right here. It's sharp. It's a sharp piece right there, and it's digging into your foot a bit. So I said this in my original review that I definitely, just from looking at it, definitely put a new insole in this, or an insole over it. There's enough room. It's true to size, I say, for anybody. I'd even advise, well, no, it's true to size. I had a decent amount of wiggle room in the front. I love this rubber part right here. You kick, right, kick push. It keeps it rugged. Very lightweight, styled beautifully. Same with the black or medium olive colorway. Everything is really good with these shoes. I dig them a lot. I love them a lot, and I'm giving them, honestly, my first review I said 7 out of 10. After I put them on feet, walking around with them a little bit, insole included, and you could get a cheap insole. I'm talking like a Dr. Scholl's insole, something cheap, 12 bucks, whatever, an insole from like some other shoe maybe. It doesn't even matter. You can pull out of another shoe. Just throw it in there. These don't have an insole. It's just you're straight riding, and it's good. It's good soft foam. But again, it's going to take some breaking time, and this part right here, the part that I showed you, really digs into the side of your foot a little bit, so will probably get uncomfortable as you walk around in them long term. My overall consensus of the shoe, it is a style innovation, it is a technology innovation. It also, like, there have been shoes though you could take out the insoles and the outsoles and all that stuff. I mean, you know, like the uppers, and change them up, whether you put a shroud over it or whatever. But this is the first one where I saw you could actually remove like a whole piece of the shoe, the upper or the sole. The bottom parts, these two, and I'm gonna buy another pair to switch out. So, which I already have. I have 2 pairs of this colorway, and I have 1 pair of this. Aftermarket right now is pretty cheap. These retail $225. Like I said, it came out June 22nd, I believe. And I think that's a bit pricey for these, considering what they're made out of. But again, innovation costs money, and Nike always throws these things out there just to see who's gonna buy them. These sat. I'm not lying to you. A lot of the bigger sizes sold out, which seems to be a thing nowadays, and I think that's a reseller thing, not necessarily a real life thing. So, but aftermarket, I'm pretty sure, you know, some reseller out there is dying to just get rid of this now. So, I'd advise checking your StockX, checking your GOAT, see if you get it for 200 or under. Then you'll hit that retail price if you're a bigger size. Otherwise, they're still sitting on Nike.com. I'll put some links below. But oh, and some other places too, you could probably still pick these up retail. I'm gonna try to get a pair aftermarket for cheaper, because I don't think that I mean, whoever's like can resell, he's probably got them at a discount or has a Nike account or something like that where they already got 30% off. So this is gonna make a small profit, and it'll be cool just letting go of the shoe. But overall, I'm giving these, you know, a straight up 8 out of 10. I would say 9. Or I would say 9 out of 10, teetering on that line. I don't want to say 8.5, but I'll give it 8, 9 in that area. Just because I would say 8 straight up, but I do just love this shoe. I love everything ISPA does, and I do. Besides the fact that they always have problems, like they make really good stuff, but like they skimp on the comfort on the inside of a lot of these shoes, meaning like the insoles or lack thereof in some of these models. That's why the ISPA Flow, to me, very nice looking shoe aesthetically, but not a comfortable ride. Definitely, again, I probably might go that direction with that shoe. This one is very wide foot friendly. Don't get it twisted. It's good like that, but it, again, there's a piece on here that just digs into the side of your foot where your arch is, and that's gonna bother a lot of people with wider feet. I would say there's a lot of room here to ride. Otherwise, if you are a regular foot person that has an arch and everything, so you'll be fine. Definitely wear socks with these. I went really thick with the sock and it felt good. Still the thing was digging into it, but again, you know, insoles help. Then everything else with the shoe though, yeah, go for it. I feel like if you really like different stuff, like these are unique to that. And both colorways to me really hit home with people who are trying to get something that slips right on. This slips right on, by the way, like easily. Don't, man, I've always had issues with certain shoes that claim that they could just slip right on. These are easier to put on than Yeezys in my opinion. They give you a little bit here, this, so you just slide it right in, you're good. I've had a bunch of shoes with this type of, you know, sock-like upper booty thing, and they're always a little tougher to get on sometimes because sometimes it's just too tight or it's just not fitting right or whatever. These fit perfectly. They slide right in. I had no problems again, and I'm very, very hyped to get these out and about in the real world. The soles look crazy. See that? Looking crazy, these soles, right? I don't know about the grip on these. Might be slipping around them a little bit. This is just like it's not even, it's just cutouts. There's nothing crazy about this that looks stable. You know, it has like these nubs right here, or in and around, and it a bit of a crater looking type of thing here, but I don't know how stable that will be of a ride when if it's rainy out. You might slip in these, so be careful. Don't wear these in the rain. And I don't think they're built for rain either. You know what I mean? But look, great shoe either way. There's also another version of the shoe called the ISPA Link Axis, which is a more colorful, vibrant version, translucent sole. A lot of good stuff going on with that. I'm excited to see that one. It has a little more support. It has like the plastic support, like arch support on the inner and the outer part of the shoe. So I think they'll probably ride a little bit better when it comes to that. But very similar aesthetically to these. I think honestly it's a bit of a better looking version of this shoe, and a more colorful version. I think it's built more for actually more activities. That one, I don't know when that's coming out. They just been teasing it alongside this one. This one kind of came out of nowhere for the most part. People knew it was coming, but nobody was like hype about it. So like I said, easy to get, not crazy. The price point, disgusting though. But yeah, that's that. Look at that. Woo, boy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Get at me. This is H back with another 12 Hub TV video. And yeah, stay strong out there, people. And tell me what you think about these on feet. And shout me a holler. Peace. So yeah, trying these on for the first time. I put both the colorways on my feet just to show y'all what they look like. As you can see, they look great, in my opinion. But, you know, that's real subjective. Truffle likes them. She's a little mesmerized by them. But as you can see, the ride's pretty nice. They do stretch a bit. As you, off to the side, you can see that you see some separation there from the sole and the upper. But they fit great. Again, that little sharp piece inside on the sole definitely jabs into your arch on the inner part, the medial side. So definitely get that insole in there. Break-in for this probably isn't that bad, I would feel, once you get that insole in there. Like I said, they slip right on. They look good with the sweatpants. I don't know exactly if I'm gonna rock these with like a shorts or not. I don't know. They might look good with shorts. Who knows? I'll try it, and I'll show y'all some pictures on my IG. Check that out down below. Follow me there. But yeah, these are dope. Truffle likes them. She's looking at them, loving them. And you know, I'll definitely cop these again. I think there's another colorway or two coming from Nike on these, and they're just a dope little innovation. Those shoelaces are freaking ridiculous, yo. I hope they put those shoelaces on more shoes. Anyway, like, subscribe, tell me what you think of the ISPA link in the comments below. Alright, people, get at me. It's H with another 12 Hub TV video. Peace.